Okay, so hi. This is a replay of my original battle with the green monster. This is the second of two games that we played against each other. I have an interesting army. We'll put it on pause. I was hoping he was just going to... Wow, gotta get used to this. I was hoping he was just going to kind of be over in this direction, in this area, and to charge straight at me. But he's a smart Beastmen player, and he decided that that wasn't quite the smartest move. I could see a couple of them over here, and I could also see the centaurs with great weapons right here. I could see like this Ungor herd, which that's the first thing I start to shoot at with my great cannon. He's just got a combination of, he's got two of those centaurs with great weapons. He's got a large amount of Ungor herd and Ungor herd with shields. He's also got one of these Gore herds with shields on each side. He's got two Gore Bulls, a Beast Lord, and a Brave Shaman of Death, which I thought was an interesting pick. But I think he's going for like the fear effects. I've got a middle line of 4 swordsmen. They'll stick up decently well, whatever. Against the troops, I've got 4 spearmen because of the massive amount of Gorbals that I'm expecting. I got 1 great sword for some stopping power. I've got a great cannon, which is starting to shoot at those Ungor herds. I've got 3 of these free company militia, which I was kind of unsure about, but I thought, why not? We'll try it. I probably would not buy them again, but I don't think I use them to their highest effect throughout the battle. I've also got 1 unit of crossbowmen. This is my 3rd free company, and I've got Boris Todbringer on his horse with a healing potion, and then 2 captains on foot with their healing potions. I've also got these 2 demigryph knights with halberds. And they're one of the things that the Beastmen have the hardest time dealing with. Anyway, so my great cannon's gonna start shooting over here at this guy. Who knows how many actually get through with all these trees blocking, but I don't think he knew I could see this one. Well, so let's see. Oh. That has got to be terrifying. Oh, man. Anyways, so I've just started kind of picking at what I can. I was assuming he was going to sit back and wait for his Cygor spawn, but he did not. Maybe he got unlucky with the Winds of Magic. I actually did not bring any sort of wizard, which actually was a mistake on my part. I could have sacrificed just 1 of these free company militia for like a fire wizard for his two buffs. Anyway, so I'm kind of trying to get a shot on this centaurs with great weapons here, so I've been moving around. And I realize he's probably not going to come up the front, so I've decided to kind of just leave my swordsmen up front and move my free company and spearmen to the side, and then have these kind of demigryphs available for backup if need be. And I also saw his lord on this side, so I thought his main strike force would be on this side, so I moved my crossbowmen over here. I don't get great use out of this great cannon, but at least it stops me from having to move around in the forest. I get some decent shots on this guy here. Oh man. Let's see if I get another good hit. Oof. See, that was a pretty good hit. The centaurs with great weapons I think are one of the bigger threats to my demigryph knights. If they get a good charge in the back of it, then my demigryphs are basically done for. And he's just moving his troops up along these sides. I'm still nervous that he's gonna like be striking from these two areas. But he ends up only striking through there with the Centaurs, the great weapons. Anyway, so you see my great cannon kind of turning, and I'm unsure of what to focus on. But I see this huge force over here, and I start to get nervous. And over here, of course, though I can't really see this force. I see like these two units here. We'll get a close up right here. With this beast lord, you don't see him often. I didn't know he didn't have Malagor. He's pretty cool looking though. The gore bolt makes him look tiny. But yeah, right now I just feel like very defensive, and I wish I kind of hadn't. I think it would have been good to just kind of strike out at one portion or one side. But here I'm a little slow to respond, and my spearman kind of gets decimated, and I decide to just see him not kind of flanking around with anything, so I rush this side with everything, and my demigris, which should help against the Gorbel, and I should move these spearmen in soon. Over on this side, I've got far more missile weapons, though he's leading with his gore herd with shields, so I don't think I'll be that effective. So you kind of see my fire coming in from all these sides, surrounding this one unit of kind of sacrificial spearmen. At this point, these two start coming in, and I get really nervous. Anyway, so I start sending this. I send this demigriff after him. If I was him, I would have just charged these two because I stopped microing it after I gave the attack order. But I managed. This is a pretty decent fight for me because I'm so supported. I don't know what they're doing here, but looks like he doesn't get the charge, which is exactly what I want. They are devastating on the charge. So yeah, I sent my general over here with the captain, and he's kind of taking a beating in the middle of this. And I still have my great cannon shooting over here at this Gorbel. He flanks around with two of these Ungor. That's why I kind of put the spearman here, so he can stop this, and I'll move this last reserve swordsman up here. And I move these over to finish up those Centaurs that back charge me. Over here, it's not looking good. My Empire captain routs, and this side kind of loses the majority of its support. I don't know if these guys are firing, but I don't think they did much. That one guy there, like I have like 3 dudes trying. Yeah, see, I think I noticed that. Anyways, so these guys are firing. I feel like this entire side's about to break. So soon, yeah, I'll pull back my crossbows just to try and save him. His beast lord and his Gorbel doing work. Over here, some of my units rout off, but I start to win this side just because of the great swords. It's hard for them to kind of stand up to that unit of the great swords with any sort of decency without like heavy Minotaur support. Anyways, he kind of gets caught on these guys, which allow my crossbows a couple of volleys. But they don't seem to be doing very much damage to Gorbel. I'm thinking now maybe I should have brought a silver bullets. Maybe they would tear through a Gorbel in a couple of volleys. It's worth something. It's worth testing in the future. This entire side kind of comes back from routing, but he doesn't really notice. And the battle might have turned out differently if he had started moving these troops back in. But again, just my great cannon shooting up this Gorbel, trying to get him down. At this point, my Empire captain comes back, and so I move him over here to try and deal with this Ungor herd. And this side, I'm just trying to salvage it anyway. I have Boris chasing this Gorbel, and I got these demigris headed into this beast lord. Boris has a ton of health, so he should be able to deal with this Gorbel just fine. I think later he'll just end up chasing him off this way, just to get rid of him. And I still have my great cannon. I pop my healing potion over here on this captain, and I'm just shooting at Gorbel with the cannon. I don't think I noticed those guys were coming back, but I sent my demigris to go deal with it. this is one of the biggest, like, this fight might have been, oh, here he comes, somewhat even, if not for this captain still having its healing potion, and all my demigriffs being basically full health, as well this great sword is still up, and at that point he just decides to call it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you tune in tomorrow.